So I've been staring at this stat sheet from Foxborough all morning, and it's almost scary how boringly brilliant France are. 2-0. They systematically dismantled Morocco on July 9th. No panic, no flashy overcommitment, just absolute clinical stability. Did you watch Fofana in the midfield, Billy? He was like a traffic warden on a quiet Sunday.
Fofana. Aye. He was a rock, Simon. But look, it's like driving the yellow chariot of chaos, my old school bus. You don't need to drag race the sports cars. You keep your lane, you scan the mirrors, and you let the other fellas exhaust themselves trying to find a way around you. Morocco, bless them, they've got the heart of lions. But France just closed every door before Morocco even knew they wanted to walk through it. 2-0, simple as you like, and on to the next stop.
And then, the very next night, July 10th, we get Spain and Belgium out in Inglewood. And this was a completely different beast. I mean, we have to start with Unai Simon. 650 minutes. That is how long his clean sheet streak was until Charles de Ketelaere popped up in the 41st minute to make it 1-1. Before that, Danny Reyes had Spain up in the 30th. But that de Ketelaere goal, I felt that in my gut. 650 minutes of perfection. Gone.
Oh, the heartbreak of a clean sheet ruined. It's like having a spotless dashboard, and then someone dumps a sticky cup of coffee right down the air vents. But look, de Ketelaere took it beautiful. Spain looked a wee bit rattled after that, didn't they? The machine had a scratch on it.
They did. And then the real drama hits in the 74th minute. Thibaut Courtois, he goes down injured. Huge blow for Belgium. They have to bring on young Sene Lammens, the backup keeper. And you could feel the predatory instinct of Spain shift gears the second Courtois walked off.
It's terrible luck for Belgium that Courtois is a giant. When you lose a keeper like that, the whole defense, they start looking around like they've lost their map. And Spain, they're like wolves sensing a bit of a limp in the herd. Lammens, poor lad, he's thrown straight into the pressure cooker of an Inglewood crowd.
And that pressure told in the 88th minute. Pau Cubarsí unleashes this absolute stinging shot. Lammens can't hold it, he spills it. And who was there? Mikel Merino, the super sub, just alive to the bounce, tucks it away. 2-1 Spain. It's cruel, but that is the razor edge of these tournament matches.
That's the game, Simon. You don't get points for being neat in the 88th minute. Merino, he didn't care about the aesthetics. He just saw the ball, saw the net, and, well, sure, why not? Spain through, but Belgium, they'll be kicking themselves all the way home to Brussels over that spill.
Now, if Inglewood was drama, July 11th in Miami Gardens was an ordeal. Absolute survival. England versus Norway. 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but the heat index. Billy, they said it felt like 108 degrees on the pitch. You could see the sweat just pooling in the players' eyes before they even kicked off.
Miami in July. It's not a football pitch, Simon. It's a sauna with grass. I drive a bus in Georgia, so I know a bit about sticky heat, but 108, that's thick air. It makes your boots feel like they're made of lead. You're not just playing Norway there. You're playing the atmosphere itself. It's knackering just watching it.
And Norway, they actually strikes first. 36th minute, Shelderup puts them ahead. England looked completely flat, just suffocated by the heat. But then, right before the half-time whistle, Jude Bellingham. The man just refuses to let England die. He gets the equaliser, and suddenly it's a game again. But the second half was just a war of attrition.
Oh, Bellingham. He's got that look about him, hasn't he? Like he's carrying the whole country on his shoulders, and he's quite happy with the weight. But Norway, they didn't lie down. Didn't Hegem have one ruled out? A disallowed goal?
Yes! Hegem scored what he thought was the winner, but it was ruled out. And that brings us to the 93rd minute in extra time. And Billy, this is where we have to talk about the Skycam wire. I still can't believe we are talking about this in a major tournament. Bellingham scores the winner to make it 2-1. But Norway, they are absolutely furious. because they claim the ball hit the Skycam wire during the build-up, altering its flight before England got possession.
Now hold on. A wire? We're playing the quarterfinals of a massive tournament, and we're talking about a wire hanging from the sky like a spider's web? Look, if the ball hits a wire, the play has to stop, surely. You can't have a giant metal camera deciding the tactics. It's like a low-hanging branch on my bus route. If I hit it, I don't just keep driving and pretend the roof didn't shake.
Exactly. Norway protested immediately. They were gesturing to the sky, surrounded the referee, but the goal stood. Bellingham's brace sends England through, but there's gonna be... the conspiracy theories are already flying. Did the wire actually deflect it? The replays they're incredibly inconclusive, but if you're a Norway fan, you feel absolutely robbed by a piece of television broadcasting equipment.
It's a bitter pill to swallow. You train for years, you run yourself into the ground in 108-degree heat, and then you might have been done in by a copper wire and some lad with a joystick in a truck outside the stadium. It's madness, Simon. Absolute madness. But Bellingham, he won't care. He's in the semi-finals.
So, while England are surviving the heat, Argentina and Switzerland are having an absolute, a circus in Kansas City. July 11th. Argentina wins 3-1 after extra time, but that scoreline does not tell the story of the sheer chaos that went down on that pitch.
Oh, Argentina. They don't do simple, do they? They like a bit of drama. It's like they're not happy unless there's a bit of a row and someone's waving cards about. How did it start?
Well, McAllister scored early, 10th minute, beautiful start. But Switzerland, they are resilient. Ndai equalises in the 67th minute, 1-1. And then, the 72nd minute, Briel Embolo goes down in the box. He's looking for a penalty. The referee blows the whistle. But instead of a penalty, the ref books him for simulation, a dive. Second yellow. Embolo is off. But wait, the VAR review. Oh, Billy, this was a complete comedy of errors.
Wait, a comedy? In what way? Did they get the wrong fella?
They literally did. The VAR check showed there was a case of mistaken identity on who actually initiated the contact. But after 3 minutes of the referee staring at the screen, the simulation call on Embolo stood. He was sent off anyway. The Swiss bench was going absolutely ballistic.
For God's sake, mistaken identity? It's like a copper pulling over my bus because a blue car ran a red light 3 miles back. If you have the video, if you have the bloody screens with 50 angles, how do you still get the wrong man? Poor Embolo. He must have been fit to tie.
He was furious. But Swiss, down to 10 men, they hold on to extra time. And then, the 112th minute, Julian Alvarez. He gets the ball about 25 yards out and he unleashes this absolute rocket. It practically tore the net off. And then Lautaro Martinez gets a late tap in during stoppage time to make it 3-1. But that Alvarez goal, that was the moment the Swiss resistance finally broke.
Alvarez, when he hits them, they stay hit. That's the class, isn't it? You can argue about referees and VAR all day, and believe me, the Swiss will be doing that over their fondue tonight. But when a lad puts one in the top corner from 25 yards, you have to hold your hands up and say, fair play, Argentina, they survive, but they had to bleed for it.
And that brings us, this is beautiful, the semi-finals. And one of them is happening right in your neck of the woods, Billy. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Argentina versus England. I mean, the history, the tension. It's almost too much.
Oh, Simon, the Mercedes-Benz. My yellow chariot drives past it all the time. It's a gorgeous place, but inside it's going to be a pressure cooker. Argentina and England. I mean, you don't even need to talk about the football. The history between these two. It's deep, it's heavy, and it's got a lot of old scars, hasn't it? The Falklands, Maradona in 86, Beckham in 98. It's not just a match, it's a whole history lesson in 90 minutes.
It really is. And the contrast of generations here. You've got Lionel Messi, likely his last ride, carrying the weight of an entire nation's expectations. And then on the other side, Jude Bellingham, The young king in waiting, who's been the saviour for England this whole tournament. The human pressure on those two in Atlanta. It's going to be immense.
I, the young buck and the old master. Messi, he's like the driver who knows every pothole on the road, every shortcut. He doesn't need to run anymore. He puts the ball where it needs to be. But Bellingham's got that raw, engine-roaring energy. He wants the world, and he wants it now. If England can keep their heads in the Atlanta heat, and it'll be hot, even with the roof closed, they've got a shout. But Argentina, they've got that dark art quality. They know how to win ugly.
They certainly do. I think England have the deeper squad, but Argentina, they have the belief. It's going to be a battle of wills. And then, the other semi-final. Arlington, Texas. France versus Spain. Two undefeated European giants. If Atlanta is about passion and history, Arlington is a tactical masterclass waiting to happen. It's chess at 200 miles an hour.
Aye, the Texas Titans. This is about the system, isn't it? France they're so disciplined. Like a well-serviced engine, everything clicks. But Spain have this joy about them. They've got Lamine Yamal, 17 years old, Simon. When I was 17, I was barely trusted to wash the windows at Irish Rail, and here he is, tearing up European defences on the biggest stage.
And he's going up against Kylian Mbappe, the absolute pinnacle of modern direct football. That battle on the wings, Yamal's youthful, fearless creativity versus Mbappe's terrifying direct power. It's mouth-watering.
It's the present versus the future, Simon. Mbappe, he's the benchmark. If Spain can stop him, they can win it. But France, they're like a wall. You think you found a crack and suddenly Deschamps has plugged it with another world-class midfielder. I'm leaning towards Spain for the romance of it, but my head says France they just know how to squeeze the life out of a game.
I think you might be right. Spain have the style, but France have the formula. Either way, we are in for an incredible couple of days. Well, Billy, I'm off to find some cold water. Good chatting with you, mate.
Aye, keep cool, Simon. Don't go melting in the heat. Talk to you soon, fella.